Tubers, we're back for some more drafting here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and comment button. You know what to do. We got some more Brothers War drafting. Let's move into our pick one, pack one. Opened the Razorlash Transmigrant. It's fine. You're not going to take it first pick usually. Inspiring Statuary, our retro card, also not playable in limited, generally. So what are our choices here? It's basically Desk versus nothing. Desk, I think, is clearly the best card here. Though this does tend to lean you towards red as you want to be able to unearth it. I think it's just the most powerful card for sure. Fracture, Engine's okay. Mightstone's animation is decent, but it's got to be the Research Desk here. I think it's clearly the #1 pick, and then secondary would be like Fracture for me. So we'll take the Desk. Still trying to avoid red-black if possible. This is oddly familiar. This has the Fracture in it. This has the Philology. This has the animation. After taking the Desk, it would make sense, I guess, to take the Dragon Engine now, though. I don't know if this is as good as necessarily taking one of the other cards that I highlighted. The animation, the Fracture, or maybe even the Stern Lesson's alright too. Like, this is not a bad card, it's just that there are so many replaceable 3-drops in the format. I kind of want to take the Mightstone's animation, maybe do some fun blue animation strats. This is not normally a card I think you need to second pick, but I am going to second pick it here. How about over Stern Lesson? Is that wrong? It's probably better to take Stern Lesson. Yeah, we've already passed 2 animations. We might wheel one of them anyways. Another Desk. Okay. Well, another pretty easy pick for me. I'll take as many Desks as they give me. 25 Desks, 15 lands. That's a fantastic limited deck. Otherwise, Elsewhere Flask is solid, but replaceable. Clear Cutter is good. Elite's pretty decent here. I guess Argothian Sprite's nice. Ah, easy Desk. What? 3 people saw Mishra's command and said, no thank you, I guess? Look, it's not the best command. It's on the lower end of the totem pole of the commands, but it's a removal spell, and it has some other options. So, baseline removal spell plus potential upside, I think is definitely good enough, so I'm not sure what people are doing here, but I guess I'll take that 3rd pick, or 4th pick now. If the command was not in the pack, we're probably just taking either Stern Lesson #2 or Combat Courier. Got a Mishra's theme deck here. Can we continue the Mishra's theme? We cannot, but we're getting a 5th pick Mutt, which is also a pretty good sign. Yeah, this is just one of the best 2-drops in the format. Say it every time we see it this late. Okay. I mean, our deck is already looking amazing, even if we just get nothing else here in pack 1. But I'm guessing we're going to probably wheel one of the Mightstone animations. And then maybe we wheel one of the blue cards out of this pack. But I am not going to complain about continuously just getting the goodies. This pack is a little bit less exciting. Our first, like, whatever pick. I don't think Swift Spear is generally good in limited. I think the 1/3 prowess is a little bit better, surprisingly, just because 3 toughness is so much more relevant and the ward ability on it. Even though this is 1 mana and haste, you're like, this is not constructed right, so something like Swift Spear falls off pretty hard. I think here we're probably just going to end up taking the Blitz Automaton for now. Solid, versatile role player. You know, you can play it on 3 for a haster or 7 later on. There was also an Evolving Wilds in the pack, which I could have taken, but I think I like taking that Blitz there instead. Let's see. Sadly, the Desks don't draw cards, so the Latinam Adept doesn't look as good, but I do have, Mutt, Lesson, and Command can even draw extra cards, so could take that if we wanted to. I mean, a couple of playable black cards here. I think I'm just going to go with the red card. Stick with the red cards for now. I don't see any reason to take any other colors since we're seeing such a strong red signal. Sort of the Meek, not very good. I want to take the Emergency Weld as the first or the best card here, but like I said in the last couple of drafts, trying to avoid the red-black if possible. I'm just kind of tired of drafting it. Though, as a result, I end up drafting a lot of red-blue, as that has become my secondary. I mean, Weld is the correct pick, as much as I hate to say it. Could take Machine over Matter too, but I won't completely sabotage myself if I'm gonna get, you know, a good black card. 8th pick, I guess I'll take it. Very strong start here, though. Let's see. We already have a lot of dig. We have 2 desks that dig. 4 cards each. The Mutt can double dig. Stern Lesson digs. Mishra's Command digs. I guess you could say I dig it. Ooh, there it is. Okay, Mightstone's animation on the wheel. Blast is okay. Shell is okay. Wings is okay. Issue, I guess, right now is that we don't have great animation targets, because you're normally not wanting to animate a desk. I guess if we're going to wheel this first one, we might actually wheel the second one too. That would be fantastic. Go a little red-blue animate. Yeah, but mainly there it is. Mainly the things you're looking for with the animations are, of course, the cheap Power Stone producers, or artifacts you don't mind dying, like Ichor Wellspring or Chromatic Star, that type of thing. Pretty fantastic start here for us. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think the counters in this format are all that good, though we might end up running this. It's not, like, the Scatter Ray's okay with double desk, right? You can hold up the desk activation for their end of turn or whatever, while also holding up the Scatter Ray. I'm not taking the 2/5 there, that just doesn't make sense in this deck. It's a good start. This is a fantastic pack 1. While we don't have much removal, save for the command, which was, what, 4th pick, our card quality for straight-up red-blue's pretty high. I've actually never tried Coastal Bulwark in the red-blue list, because usually red-blue's trying to be more aggressive. Also, this is a bad target for Mightstone's animation, because it still retains Defender, but Air Marshal is a replaceable 2-drop, so... Oh, wow, Stern Lesson and Machine over Matter wheeling. Okay, well, Stern Lesson's got to be the slam dunk here. Makes a Power Stone on turn 3 for the animation on turn 4, and it's just... I will play multiple Stern Lessons. I will not necessarily play multiple Machine over Matter. Onslaught actually playable here, too, as we move into our pack 2. Wow. Good cards for most colors except for us, right? We opened a Lauren of the third pack. Path, rather. Not third pack. Obviously a great white card. Butcher's solid for black, green, Steel Seeker. Evangel's great there. We have a Rock and an Unleashed Shell, which neither of those are first pick quality generally. We're not taking Ivory Tower for double Mightstone's animation. You don't want to play bad cards to make your good cards better, you know? I mean, I guess I'll take the Rock or the Unleashed Shell just to help cut off the signal, but that's not where we want to be for pick 1, pack 2. Is this where we want to be for pick 2, pack 2? Yeah, Explosion's great. I'll take as many explosions as they pass me. I am passing a Mutt here, which is not good. But this is less of a red signal than the explosion is. What else could we play? The Blast Runners are pretty good in red-blue, as long as you can craft around them. And we already have 2 desks, so... I mean, 2 desks is 4 ways to sacrifice, plus you end up getting combat couriers and stuff. We'll hope to wheel the Blast Runner or the Juggernaut. I wouldn't expect the Mutt to wheel, but maybe it's possible. Feldon, huh? Feldon's a decent 2-drop. It's harder to get 2-drops in this format. So I think we'll go ahead and take this. It's got a lot of value on it. Now, This can become awkward in some situations where the game gets prolonged. And then you have a 2-2 that can't block later in the game. And if you make some weird attack, your opponent can actually like deck you out. So that's generally the rare circumstance. Wing Commando's solid. Mishra's okay. Thopter's good. Curate, Rock Hunter, Automaton. So there are, what, 6, 7 cards here that we would play. Yeah, Evolving Wilds too, I guess. Ideally, we wheel the 2-drop. But I guess Wing Commando is better than wheeling the Rock Hunter. Ooh, Giant Cindermaw, hello. One of Red's best 3-drops. Card just does all of the work. Soul Guide Lantern would be solid. This is one I don't mind getting animated with Might Stone, but you don't get any value if it dies as it's animated. Another Lesson we might wheel. I'd actually rather start taking Bitter Reunions. Man, my mute skills are on point. Saved you all from that gnarly sneeze. Oh, I need more coffee this morning. Sigil of Valor. Okay, that's another cheap artifact. Do we want to take that here? Philology Archaeologist actually doesn't seem garbage. Although it's not really the 2-drop we're looking for. I've never been a fan of Urza or Mishra, so I often just pass these all the time, the uncommon ones. What's my creature count? Only 6 right now? But I still like taking the Vigil. My creature count is 6, but then I have like the 2 animations for more creatures. Onslaught can make creatures if I end up running that. And again, Sigil's a cheap artifact for the animations. Another card that I kind of like in red-blue is the Involuntary Cooldown. If you're more aggressive, this effectively turns into like Ashes to Ashes. 4 mana, just kill 2 creatures effectively, because ideally 2 turns is enough time to kill your opponent, so not losing much here. Let's take that. Yeah. We're not getting anything good early game, though. Right now, I have 2 2-drops. That's it. So is it time to start taking these Archaeologists? Maybe. The nice thing about Archaeologists is that it digs for like animation and has value with any of my unearthed cards, but like I said, I don't prefer to play this card in red-blue. Another one. Lots of Boulder Branch Golems going around, for the record. Could take Energy Refractor here. That's probably the best choice, right? Something to do on turn 2, and it's another animation target that we don't mind, because it already gets the value just by entering. Evangel of Synthesis on the wheel. I don't think there's any way that we end up playing black, but there's nothing else we're taking here anyways. Okay, Juggernaut wheeled. So maybe not the card I wanted to wheel, but a good enough playable for sure. Definitely think it's better than Steel Exemplar in this deck. Okay, yeah, we actually got the Rock Hunter too. So the 2-drop that I was asking for came back. That's not bad. Definitely going to take that over another 3-drop, which we have plenty of. And Curate's okay, but we have enough card draw already. Like if you look at our card draw, it's actually pretty crazy. Hey, the Bitter Reunion too, speaking of card draw. Yeah, we have 2 desks, the Mutt draws cards, Felden can draw a card effectively, Refractor, 2 Stern Lessons, both Mightstone's animations if they resolve, draw cards. So this deck is basically all card draw right now, and not enough win cons, so pack 3 is going to be all about the quality creatures, ideally. And that, I would say, is a quality creature that we would like to open. Passing another Mutt here, unfortunate, but obviously the Iconoclast is the perfect card here. We opened Reforged, Foundry, Metamorph is good. Very unlikely to wield a Mutt, but gotta take that Iconoclast too good. It's our non... Yeah, we have 12 non-creatures right now. Also, Iconoclast makes artifacts for the double animation we have. Excellent. This is a Wing Commando, I guess, over effectively nothing. We're not... I don't think we need a 3rd Stern Lesson, right? Raise to the Ground, I think, is just a completely replaceable removal spell. I pass these all day. I remember at the beginning of the format, we used to play these all the time. We had that one deck that had like 4 or 5 of them. But nowadays, I probably wouldn't run more than 1, maybe 2 tops. Okay, so another solid prowess creature for us, and let's do it again. Kind of loading up on 3 drops. That's to be expected in this format. Let's see. I'm hoping this Rock Hunter wheels like the first one did. And... what am I looking to cut here? I'm probably looking to cut the Conscripted Infantry. Actually, I guess that makes an artifact for animation. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Thopter Mechanic, 4th pick. Perfect. And we surprisingly have a ton of card draw. There's Ichor Wellspring. That's less good in this deck than in what might have been a red-black deck, because I don't have any way to sacrifice an artifact. I haven't even seen any strong builds, have we? We do have the double animation for it, but yeah, mechanic is perfect. Another Mightstone, huh? Would we play 3 Mightstones animations in this deck? Let's see, what would I end up cutting here? I think I'd still cut an infantry at the end of the day, and maybe actually the automaton. Well, automaton's fine. Something to do on turn 3, though we're not lacking for that, but with the Power Stone producers, it's pretty easy to 7 mana that as well. I'll take the 3rd Mightstone. I don't know if I'm going to play it. That's a nice one too. Damn, Levitating Statue. A 4th Mightstone. That's another really, really good 2-drop in our deck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful 6-pick there. Oh, so many Evangels going around. Was there like a really good blue-black deck? Probably. I mean, I think our red-blue here is fantastic as well, but it looks like blue-black was also on the table. Another Reunion, another Blitz Automaton, or my first Curate. I don't feel like we're running any of these. We don't need any more playables. I do feel like Sigil of Valor might have become a cut, though. Alright, well, we'll just take the Curate since we don't have one of those yet. Did wheel a Whirling Strike. I do like that trick a lot in this type of deck. The first strike and often the trample tend to do a ton of work. Alright, looks like the last few picks are going to come around here. So I think the Rock gets replaced now by the Rock Hunter. Kind of funny. We don't need a 3rd Stern Lesson. I don't think I'm going to run enough mountains for Cliff Stomper, but I want to keep my curve low. And so replacing 5-drop with a 2-drop I think is pretty nice. Mindworker could actually be playable with the 3 Mightstones animations. You don't normally want to animate like an artifact creature, but it is something. You know, we didn't get Combat Courier. I think I saw maybe 1 in the draft. Huh. But this deck looks nuts. Oh, I also didn't get any Weak Stone subjugations. 4th animation now. You know, I could actually get a little bit frisky here if I wanted to. Put like the Sigil back in. I mean, I don't think I need 4 Mightstones, but let's see how many artifacts we have early. So technically, we can animate 2 desks, Refractor, Statue's a great target. Explosion and both, yeah, both Stern Lessons and Explosion make Power Stones, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 8, 9, 10, 11-ish, yeah. I don't think running 3 animations would be bad. I guess I can cut one of the Rock Hunters. This looks like a really good deck to me. Creature count is 10, so that means 14 non-creature spells. Great for Iconoclast and statue purposes, and for all the prowess. Oh, you know what we also didn't see? I don't think I saw a single one of the Dwarven Forge dudes, the 1/3 prowess creatures I was talking about. You know, somebody might have been in mono red. Because I also saw only like one of the Goblin Blast Runners. Somebody might have been forcing mono red. But it's pretty strange not to see any of the 1/3s, especially. You know what I wish I had? An Aeronaut's Wings. That's really good with animation, not only because you can turn the wings into a 4/4, but then if you've animated something else, making it a flyer is pretty spicy. I think our biggest, I mean, the way that we're going to lose this game is our lack of subjugations. I think that's the biggest miss right now. Subjugation is so good in this style of deck because, well, you can just cast it as a 1-mana removal spell and continue to race, you know? Or in a pinch, 4 mana, but... yeah, I could see this deck going 0-3 because we don't have a ton of good interaction. We have, what, Command, Cooldown, Explosion, I guess Whirling Strike, kind of. But, on the other hand, if we just come out of the gate swinging and the opponent can't stabilize in time, we could easily get to 7, so... hopefully, the latter, and not the former. What do we do, 8/8 here? It's good to me. I will say this. How about this? The card quality of this deck is amazing, but our removal is lacking. In which case, maybe it's okay to run Scatter Ray. I feel like we're tapping out too frequently, though. Maybe Raise to the Ground actually wants to come in then as well. I bet you I could probably cut the 3rd animation and just get the Raise in. Yeah, that's probably right. As much as I don't like this card, I think we want to shoot for that interaction. Okay, we'll go like that. Nice deck. We are rank Mythic 11 right now, going into it. I bet you if we just start 2-0, we get to like rank 3 just because of how few Mythic players there are right now. This is like day 3 of the season, so as of this recording anyway. Alright, the downside of hitting Mythic so early is that you take like 3 minutes to queue up for any match. Well, I think this is a keepable hand since Bitter Reunion can pitch one of these Stern Lessons. It's not like this deck needs to get on the board on turn 2, although that's ideal. Ah, immediately a mirror match, huh? And of course we draw the 3rd mountain instead. Alright, let's pitch a Stern Lesson here and keep the 3rd mountain. Hope to find... oh. This has been happening a lot to me lately. Remember, we have equal parts mountains and islands, so... I guess I'm gonna look for an island here. Hey, there is hope. Though my opponent's gone 2-drop, 3-drop on the play, so we're probably dead. Wow, that is a nice little curve out they have there. Okay, I guess I'm gonna play the Wing Commando out and try to trade with Drafna. Alright, I mean... I'm at 9, they have 3 cards in hand, they have another Strong Bull. Feldon's not doing much here, is it? Alright, so the play here is actually just Juggernaut pass. Hope they don't have any attacks this turn. I'm dead to any removal. And then hopefully we can stabilize from here. So this has to attack. They're just not going to block. Go Iconoclast. And I do main phase Stern Lesson here, right? Because I have another desk we could hit for another trigger. Damn. So I'm gonna chump and take a lot. Okay. What a hand. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Can't. We block the 3/3, we take 6, we go to 3, and that's just... I mean... Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well. That's magic, baby. That's magic, baby. Alright. GG's, we go next. Okay, on to round 2. Hey, that's a good looking hand. We have both of our colors, we have creatures in the early game. I guess with this deck I should be more aggressive with my mulligans. I mean, I think that previous hand was a fine keep, but because this deck needs to get on the board, maybe it was just better to have mulliganed. Oh well, this is going to be the reverse of the previous game, isn't it? I'm going to be on the play here with a 2-drop, 3-drop, whatever. Yeah, my opponent's just not doing anything. Ooh, they milled a lot of value, though. Okay. I think we're just going to attack with this Cindermaw, not trade off our Rock Hunter here. And then... I guess I'll just pass. I could Stern Lesson main phase because we do have those 2 desks like we did in game 1, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference here in this particular game. Okay, so they're probably just going to go Overwhelming Remorse on my Cindermaw. Yep. Very easy to tell. Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's play out the Juggernaut here before we go for animation, because if I animate the token, the Power Stone, and it dies, and I don't draw land, I won't be able to Juggernaut, so... Good value. They might even attack for 2 now, in the air. Yeah, I like it. So we're taking it because we're gonna cool down. Oh, that's pretty much GG. Cool down, bash for 8 from the 5. And that's the reason we didn't attack with Rock Hunter into their 1/1 earlier. We have just too many ways to make it a good attacker at some point. That's fine. They're going to probably play out their second... Well, if they're going to play out their second Chaplain, they should have done it before this Scry, because if they see something they want, it's... I mean, maybe they do this because they want to mill a specific card, but I think it probably made more sense to do it the other way around. Ooh, double Cohort milled. Do it, attack. Yeah, alright, GG's. Power of Mishra's Command. X to a creature, target creature gets +0/+. Oh, this gains haste too. So I can actually go... Never realized it gave haste. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, well that worked a lot better. Turns out getting on the board is a good thing to do with a deck like this. Yeah, so I'll probably just have to mulligan a little bit more aggressively. Because if we can get on the board, we have ways of just pressuring. On to game number 3 we go. On the play. Ah, see, this is the hand that I probably need to mulligan more aggressively. But we're on the play. So... Alright, well, I'm waiting to be punished, I guess. Turn 1 combat. Go Bitter Reunion, and I guess since we drew a 4th island, or 4th land, we'll pitch one of our lands here. No artifact yet for animation. Kind of awkward. If we draw another land next turn, we can just Mishra's Command and pitch a bunch of lands for new spells, at least. Urza. Ah, that's not bad. Alright, well, let's attack for 3. That gives us an artifact for Might Stones. Yeah, this is panning out alright. That's a little bit scary. We probably need to... Oh, they didn't even attack. We probably need to kill off one of these, right? Otherwise, Urza's going to make the Adept a little bit too scary. I mean, I guess I can probably wait 1 turn. Actually, let's wait 1 turn. Let's attack with the rock, fire off the Whirling Strike when they block, and then play out the flyer. And that way we can utilize the prowess of the commando next turn. Ooh, Metamorph, copy, Adept, and then draw a card immediately. Okay. Sure, so they can hit me for 4. We almost kill them here, though. This is 6 plus 4 damage currently. Yeah, we put them to 3. And if I draw a land, we can even do more. Did not. X to a creature, plus X plus O. 4 to that, plus X plus O. That is a fat chunk. Okay. So they have to deal with the flyer now. We also can go Cindermaw plus Bitter Reunion Haste. Ooh, what in the world? Okay. So it looks like they have another removal spell. They should do it main phase. But they didn't. Well, everything of mine is lethal. So they're gonna have 2 removal spells here. It would need to be like Disfigure plus. Okay. Loot and find Disfigure, I guess. Oh, nope, that auto-tapped there. Black. Yeah. That will do just fine. I mean, I don't mind their attack. It's a little bit greedy since I have Bitter Reunion on the battlefield, but I'll take it. Alright, nice little 2-1 start. Let's keep going. Alright, nice little comeback after the first round loss. How do we look here? This has a couple of early plays, but without finding a blue source is a little bit unfortunate. But I think with Feldon being one of our 2-drops, this is another okay keep. Because if Feldon dies to any damage-based effect, we will get to dig however deep for an extra card. Turn 1 Vermin, sure. They milled an island and a mutt. I don't know why people like milling their opponents in this format. It's such a bad idea. They just gave me a scrapwork mutt for value, so that's kind of cool. Go with Feldon this turn. And then would just love to rip a land next turn. So it wasn't a land and they kept it, and then they missed their 3rd land drop? What is going on? I think I'm actually supposed to just Stern Lesson here. That's going to give us a Power Stone, dig us to a land. Well, their name is Greedy, so I guess they got pretty greedy with that keep. Are they just breaking on lands? Okay. Well, we are going to roll them over if this is the case. I could just slam the animation and go to town, but I think what I'm going to do here... Well, Juggernaut's pretty juicy. No, we'll just go with Jugs. They're missing land drops anyways. Jugs this turn, and next turn we can go 3rd path into Statue, into Refractor, get 2 tokens, level up the Statue, and I'm on a very quick clock. Wow, they're still missing lands. Not much of a game. I think they just got way too greedy. So let's see. Double Wing Commando or just animate Statue and smash? I think I'm just gonna go with Double Wing Commando this turn. Oddly, I don't want to attack with Feldon yet, because if I do, then the Gnawing Vermin kills my Iconoclast. I will say there is one card that's going to get me if they have it, and that's Gix's Command next turn. But I guess we still have 7 points of Unearth in our graveyard. Oh, wow. That was very good. Okay, make a 2/2, get a trigger of the Steel Seeker. Go for broke. Go ahead and animate our statue. And I think I'm okay with him trading off for the Iconoclast at this point. Oh, they're not even going to kill the Feldon. Nice. So I get another turn with Feldon, potentially. And they gave me a desk. How lovely. Well, I suppose with the desk, we should run out our last land then, even though we have Mutt in our graveyard, so that we can activate it on the end of their turn. Alright, do you have Gix's Caress? And even if they do, they're dead on board. That is not a Gix's Caress. Alright, GG's. They just got a little bit too greedy for their own good. But we will take advantage of that and go to 3 and 1. G5, G5. Yep, good enough to keep. 2-drop, 3-drop removal spell. Oh, now 2-drop, 2-drop. I might lead on Mutt here if we don't hit a land next turn. But why would I not hit the land? Actually, I guess we're gonna lead with Rock Hunter since I think we want to keep all of these cards. The only one I might pitch is the Refractor since both Stern Lesson and Excavation already make treasures. That Power Stones. Yep, we'll go ahead and offer trades. Rock Hunter doesn't look like it's gonna be too good versus them right now. Am I just gonna get another game where our opponents miss land drops? That does appear to be the case. I mean, our draw's amazing, but obviously a non-game's no fun. Yeah, alright. GG's. We're wasting all of our good draws on our opponent's bad draws. Actually, I'm surprised we're only gaining 1 rank per win. Usually you gain ranks pretty quickly. But I guess if there aren't that many Mythic players right now, it's not too surprising. Alright, 4 and 1. We will continue. Next game. This is, again, one of those hands I might want to have to mulligan. It's close, though. We're on the play with the desk, so we get to dig pretty deep. When we lose, I'll inevitably say, should have mulliganed, but... Okay. Honor Guard. You know what? I don't think I'm going to actually activate the desk end of turn here. I think with what I have, I just plan on using animation on it. I don't mind trading my 3-drop for their 2-drop. That thing has ward, so it's going to be a little bit annoying anyways. Worst case scenario is they have a shoot down. That would be really unfortunate. So simply don't have shoot down. How hard could that be? Good, alright. It's not a shoot down. That is a beautiful raise to the ground target is what that is. And now that I've got to untap... Oh, I guess the desk has to tap to activate, so even if they have a shoot down, it's still gonna be problematic. Alright, we take 4, but then lockdown locks it down. We might just win with this one desk. We have lethal next turn if they just play another random creature. Kinda funny. Do I go for it? Yes, I do. I guess it's probably safest to also just kill their Steel Exemplar. What can they do for instant speed green? Shoot down's a sorcery. I guess they could have Fog of War, but that seems really random. Okay. There's no way to untap your creature. Yeah. That's a funny game. Alright. Well, like I said, involuntary cooldown in this style of deck is often just a double removal spell for 4 mana, and that's exactly what it was, so. GG, 5-1. Game number 7 we go. On the play, hand looks good. Good enough, anyway. Not a great statue hand, but we have a lot of ways to make the statue good later on, of course. Oh, Rock Hunter. Boo. In that case, let's just Wing Commando pass. Whirling Strike can get through that, hopefully. I'm gonna make a 3/3 hate. Oh, they might attack for 6. Alright, I think we actually need to try to race. Bad news. We have not drawn a spell. That's 3 lands in a row. If I don't draw a spell next turn, we're probably in rough shape, but I have to continue racing, especially if I don't draw spells. Because I just don't have enough action to do anything with. So, voluntary cooldown would be fantastic, for example. But yeah, have to draw a spell next turn. Not the spell we want, but maybe the spell I deserve. That's not bad. Alright, well, it's a little bit too greedy to attack now, so I guess we have to pass and hope that we're not just dead here. A lot of things are going to kill us, though. Yeah, that's bad. I guess what I need to do is trade here and just take 7, and then if they do give double strike, I kind of need to give a whirling strike and save my creature. I mean, I guess I just need to use the whirling strike regardless here. Touche. That's also lethal, right? Yep. Alright, GG's. So what did they do? They went 2-drop 3 power, 3-drop 3 power haste into Balaji. I don't know if there was any. I mean, I could have traded earlier, I guess. Yeah, they just had more pressure than I did. I think it was right to try to race, but good beats. Yeah, I think only involuntary cooldown would have saved us there, really. All right, 5 and 2. We go next. Game 8, but we have 2 losses, so we have to win the next 2. This is a hand that can definitely win a game of Magic. Gonna lead on Feldon and just start smacking. Black-white, huh? Or at least, it'd be pretty weird if they're playing this without playing white, but... Sure, that's fine. Feldon can't block, so we just attack, attack, attack. We will go curving. We'll go commando this turn, and then next turn we can go mutt plus statue. Ooh, 4/4. Iconoclast was a good draw. Actually, now we're gonna go like that. Iconoclast statue, make a token. Hit for 3 in the air for prowess. There we go. Well, that Iconoclast just really swung the game, because now I just make so many good blockers versus what they have, and also chumpers for the 4/4 if they try to get aggressive instead. So if my board position doesn't change, and assuming we just draw like a land... Oh, okay, I was gonna say. We'll Refractor, trigger Prowess, trigger Iconoclast, trigger Statue, and then probably just animate the statue. Now we can do this instead. See what we draw off of the Refractor. That's pretty good. I think we do play out the land since we have the desk, because we might want to unearth it next turn too. And they have a Gix's command. Well, fun game. What can you do? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that command is very good. Oh, good. Alright, so we can mechanic here into mutt. Oh, that's right. This land was revealed from the desk. That wasn't in my hand. I see. Whoopsies. Not much to say. Soloed by 1 card. Oh well. Oh, I just made the wrong block here. I took 2 extra damage for no reason. Whoopsies. Jeez. For some reason in my head that would work out better. Is there any way I can come back from this? No, we're just dead on board to the unearth. Even if I had 2 more life here. Alright. Well, I'm not going to say that was a fun game because they played one spell that made the entire difference, but that's sometimes the way Magic goes. Sometimes your opponent has some spicy rares. I thought our deck was sick. 5 wins, though, is good. Remember, in these best of 1 Premier drafts, going quote-unquote infinite is what, 4 or 5 wins. That's the most important thing here to get your gems back. Yeah, so if you average like 5 and 3, that's just very, very good. But obviously, I would rather get a trophy and then go like 0 and 3 in the next draft than just continuously go 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. But just feels better to get the trophy. Anyway, fun deck, good deck. What do we lose to besides the command? There was that one game where I kept that 2 Mountain Bitter Reunion hand that was just a little bit too slow. I don't actually remember what the other loss was, but the Bitter Reunion game was probably winnable. That was probably just the wrong choice to not mulligan, because like I said during the deck building, with our lack of interaction like weak stones and stuff, we definitely need to get on the board early instead of, because if we play from behind, we don't have a good way to catch up. So GG's there, and then yeah, just got smacked by command in that final game. Good stuff, good red-blue deck. I will continue to draft these type of decks if they are available, because this is very fun. But until next time, thanks for watching.